All right, we live.
Welcome to Politics as Usual, episode 29. We're back from our hiatus. One of us is a year older. Uh, make sure you are following us on Twitch. That's what I meant to talk about beforehand, was the Twitch strategy, because I think we can make affiliate fine. It's just one of them.
We're back from our hiatus.
Yeah.
Somebody YouTube or Twitch or something.
Yeah. But back from our hiatus. I'm here. Ronnie's here. He's here. I don't know what on the earth. Well, I know we can start off with, because this was pretty damn funny. Because apparently Ronnie didn't know that Crash Bandicoot was a bandicoot, or that a bandicoot was an actual animal.
And dog, I'm like well versed when it comes to animals. Like I'm like National Geographic Kids receiving like everything. I did not know a bandicoot was a species marsupial until 30 minutes ago. Where has this been my entire life, man?
I mean, I knew. I think when the game came out, like I think I asked somebody. I was like, "This is a bandicoot," and I was like, "Oh."
Because this whole time I was like, "Man, Crash Bandicoot is a fire name, like Bandicoot. Like I don't even know what that means, but it's fire though."
Bandicoot do sound like some super duper thuggish ass Chicago rapper.
I thought it was a play on like Bandit, because this nigga is like running reckless through the whole game. So
like jumping on barrels, like I thought it was like Crash Bandicoot. Yeah,
but Bandicoot is a bandicoot because someone had a tweet that was like, "Man, what kind of animal is Crash Bandicoot?" And our boy Courtney Hendricks, aka Watt, was like, "Y'all think I would ever delete this app?" And then below he was like, "So wait, you mean to tell me Crash Bandicoot is an actual bandicoot?" It's like, "Yeah, man, actual bandicoot."
What does a bandicoot look like? See, now I got to do some research, because I don't even.
It's a small marsupial. It's like almost, but it's almost like wombat looking. Like
wait, you didn't know this either?
Why would I know that? Why would I know that? There's no reason for me to know that a bandicoot,
especially because Crash Bandicoot looks nothing like a bandicoot. I'm about to pull it up. Hold on.
I mean, I knew what it was. I just assumed you knew what it was because I knew what it was.
No, man. There's no reason for me to know that a bandicoot is an animal, like at all. Like if this was
like that is a bandicoot.
Like if this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I had to phone a friend about.
Okay, yeah, they don't look alike.
I don't know who I'm calling, because I don't know too many people who know what a fucking bandicoot is. Like
I used to sit up till 3 a.m. watching Animal Planet.
Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, I didn't know.
You could have called me for that.
I mean,
glad to know I'm not the only one.
Yeah, apparently this was a thing that people didn't know. Oh shit. Got caught watching this on Twitch. Anyway, but yeah,
self-promotion.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We need those 3 concurrent viewers.
Let me go pull us up on mute.
At 50, that's what I'm doing. At 50 followers, we can get the 3 viewers. The followers is gonna be hard to get, but we'll discuss that after.
We'll do that.
But I mean, do niggas know what Knuckles is? Not y'all, but do niggas know what Knuckles is?
What is Knuckles? What is
an echidna?
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, Knuckles is an echidna, and now like the one that I still need some clarification on is what the fuck is Goofy?
Ain't he a dog?
Yeah, I thought he was a dog.
Pluto was his dog.
Yeah, but
he's a slave owner.
Yeah, he a dog that has a dog.
But he upright and talking, and Pluto was like a real dog. Like, I didn't know Goofy was a dog, but somebody thought he was a cow, and I was like, a cow?
A cow?
Not like a fucking cow.
Hey, like Scooby-Doo talk, so like dogs been out here talking.
Yeah, but Scooby-Doo was a dog among humans. Pluto was a dog.
It is wild that he owns a dog, though.
Living with dogs.
But look,
wild that a dog owns a dog.
What is Pete? What is
Ryan? Ryan just said Pete is a cat. What? Hold on, man.
See, I thought Pete was a Pete.
No, he's talking about Pete is a cat.
I'm talking about Pete, that goofy friend Pete.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you mean? Hold on, man.
Yeah. Hold on.
What you mean he's a cat? Hold on, man.
What's the son? PJ? He a cat too.
By the way, everybody watching, we know this is exactly the content you came here for. So hold on. No, he says he is defined as a cat. In 1928, he was defined as a cat.
What is the
originally he was an anthropomorphic bear, but he was defined as a cat in 1928.
What is Peggy? Is Peggy a cat too? Ain't that Pete wife and PJ mom?
I would have thought he was a damn dog over a cat.
He's a cat.
He need to go on a diet. That's a fat ass cat. Shit, PJ is too. That's a fat man.
Chuck said he does look like one of the top cats.
He does.
Hey, that was my show.
That's one of my favorite Lupe bars. I'm a top cat. Holmes got a phone in the alley. That's the dynamic between him and Mickey, cat and mouse. I always associate Pete with Goofy, so I guess that does kind of make sense. That Pete is a cat to his mouth. Yeah, I was over here like I thought niggas knew what a bandicoot was, and here I am finding out Pete is a fucking cat.
See, it goes both ways. Like who knew? I didn't apparently.
I certainly did not. I had no fucking idea. Like that shit just blew my fucking mind. Like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, those are all easy. Goofy semi easy, but Pete, like I just figured he was another dog that didn't fuck with Goofy. Like I figured he was the other dog. Like, yeah, nah, I don't fuck with you, bro.
But then, like, why is Pete bullying Goofy? Like, and he a whole fucking cat. He be bullying the fuck out of this man.
Because Goofy not built like that. That's why.
Yeah, nah, Goofy really ain't. Like,
he's not.
He not built for war.
Nah.
He one of them big soft dogs.
Yeah.
Nah. For you remember how Debo used to be?
Hey, don't talk about my boy like that.
Debo, man, we had we got a boxer when I think what was you a freshman in high school?
Mm-hmm.
So I was in 8th grade, and we got this. He was like a year and a half old, something like that. But he didn't have his ears pinned, so he had big floppy ass ears. And we had bunk beds in our room, and this dog used to get scared whenever it rained. So it's the middle of the night. I'm trying to fucking sleep. Here come a little lightning. This motherfucker jump in my bed. I'm like, you weigh like 70 pounds up here suffocating me, acting all soft. Nah, Debo, nuck if you yuck.
Right. Dude, come on, man.
Actually, you know what? My new favorite GIF is it's a GIF of Goofy, and it just says "fuck." Fuck. Ryan said Goofy eating bologna sandwiches and got stinky ass shoes. He not built for that. Nah, that's true.
That's true.
I thought that said he had stinky ass hoes. I was like, damn.
Wow.
He just got back from Vegas. Get.
Yeah, he's just...
cut the man some. Cut him a little.
I was speed reading.
Just a tad. All right, we talking XXL today.
Yeah.
All right, so on a previous episode, we always get our best episode ideas while we're rambling at the end of an episode, as usual.
That's how it works.
Where we are going to be discussing who's the best XXL class?
Yeah, best and worst. Which one aged the best and which one just absolutely sucks?
I mean, we can't include this year's, even though I'd like to.
We could talk about them. No, well, if y'all familiar with any of them.
All right. So I'm gonna say this: I do not look at XXL anymore to tell me who is the next best, whatever, because I accept that I am out here old and washed, and I can't relate to that anymore. But I will say this: shout out to Chica, shout out to Jack Harlow. They the only two I mess with. It would have been cool to see Flo Milli on there, because I think Flo Miller's from Alabama, so she's gonna get my support. Period. Chica is too. She's from Montgomery. But shout out to Jack Harlow. Shout out to Chica. That's all I got to say on this year's
Yeah,
class.
This year's class: Polo G, Chica, NLE Chopper, Jack Harlow, Lil Keith, Lil TJ, Fabio Foreign, Cowboy, Rod Wave, Baby King, 24K, Golden, and Mulatto.
Also, I gotta say this too. I in no way pretend like I'm a street nigga. So I want to preface with that first. But if you put on IG that you have a bulletproof car and your car gets shot up, just retire. Just don't do anything else. I'm talking about Fabio Foreign right now because he got caught lacking in Atlanta, but just that's not smart. So just don't do that anymore.
50 ranting about having all that bulletproof shit on Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah,
it's bulletproof, nigga.
He's like he has a bulletproof fitted.
Better than that, the hole in the head, nigga. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't know any niggas.
I feel like at least 8 people on that list are just made up.
Nah, I know quite a few of these niggas. I'm
looking at 2019's list, and I feel like a lot of these niggas. Comethazine, who the fuck is that? Lil Mosey?
Like
what are these niggas, man?
Like I listen to Rod Wave, Polo G. Like I heard Polo G on features, like on people I really like, Lil Durk and Lil Baby and Ace Boogie. I heard Polo G, and he does all right on the feature. So I was like, man, let me go check him out. So I was listening to his album this morning, and I thought it was gonna be like heavy with auto-tune, but it's not. He's actually really on there rapping. I think he's from Chicago, and he got a what is that fucking beat that he had? It was might have been a Tupac beat I was listening to earlier, and I was like, whoa. But yeah, Polo G, legit. Lil TJ is a knockoff A Boogie.
Oh, he's terrible, man.
Nah, we're not gonna disrespect my guy like that. We're not gonna disrespect him. But Polo, he had a funny video called Martin and Gina, like reacting like the funny things from Martin. That shit was pretty tight.
Didn't Big Sean do that?
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that the one that like similar to what Big Sean did?
I stopped listening to Big Sean. What is this song? I don't know. I mess with the
told niggas
with Polo G. I think he'd probably be the. I seen something about Baby King the other day. Somebody said he was a cross between Kendrick Lamar and somebody else. So I'm gonna go check him out because
I doubt it.
That's what somebody said though. They was like, he sounds like Kendrick Lamar mixed with
Carson. He from Carson. He probably is heavily influenced by Black Hippie. And actually, if you under his associated acts on Wikipedia, Cardo, TDE, Kendrick Lamar, J Rock, Schoolboy Q.
Oh, I'm familiar with this guy. Yeah, because he was getting buzzed like a year ago. I think he got a co-sign from Kendrick. So if this is who I think it is, then yeah, I'm familiar with him. But yeah, he was on Crash Talk. Yeah, and he was on Redemption too. Okay.
Yeah, I think Polo G has the appeal. Rod Wave, I think, is going to cross over. In me and my son, we rap and sing Rod Wave together. So Rod Wave has a special place in my heart because that ghetto gospel is really like, if you sad and you going through something, that nigga will pull you through it because he's sad and going through some shit on there. So
like Joe Budden.
Yeah,
Joe Budden makes you nah.
Well, it's a little. It's like he can really sing. So
I was joking about.
Yeah, I know. I was just
as I said on our guy Rod for Shorts podcast. Listening to Joe Budden is a clear sign that you have something deeper going on. Like you should not be just out here listening to. I was listening to Joe Budden to get ready for the club. That should have been a clear sign that I needed therapy.
No, it's a cry for help. Clearly,
yeah. You shouldn't be. As someone who was a Joe Budden fan for a very long time, you shouldn't just be out here listening to Joe Budden. That's.
Hey man, turn that mood music on. You okay, bro? Like, for real, are you okay? Like, just talk to me.
The opening bars of Mood Music 2 are "I don't want to live no more."
Like, seriously,
like that's like the first rap line that said, "Yeah, I don't want to live no more."
The best thing that ever happened to you was that CD getting stuck in your car on the way to Alabama.
It wasn't even on the way to Alabama. It was for the 2 weeks leading up to us. All right, so I I had a 94 Grand Am, and my goofy ass went and got this expensive ass CD player put in the shit that had a mobile face, and that shit used to get stuck. So it got stuck with Mood Music 2 in it. And so for the 2 weeks leading up to me moving to Birmingham, that shit was stuck in the car. So I think we got to like the halfway point in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And like finally, I just like pulled the face down and forced the CD out. And I hadn't listened to Mood Music 2 since. That was in 2006.
It's a sign.
I was like, oh yeah, nah, I can't do this shit no more. Like I wasn't even depressed, and I was just riding around like, God, this is some sad ass music. Like, I couldn't do it no more. But all right, we'll exclude this year's class, and probably last year's class too.
I don't even know who's in 19.
Comethazine, Tierra Whack, the Baby, Lil Mosey, Roddy Ricch, YBN Corday, YK Osiris, Rico Nasty, Gunna, Blueface, and Meg Thee Stallion. That's actually a pretty decent class.
That's a decent class.
So, but we'll exclude them too because we don't really know what they'll. I think 3 years is a pretty good barometer of where your class is. So, I'll tell you the most disappointing class off the top is 2009. That's Wale, B.o.B, Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth, Corey Guns, Blue, Mickey Fax, Ace Hood, Currency, Kid Cudi. That was the Blog All-Star class.
But no, I gotta disagree with you there because, I mean, all said and done, Wale has still had a good career. He hasn't become what we thought he would, but he's had a good career. I'm not gonna mention B.o.b. Like I'm just not gonna. So we gonna move on.
Charles Hamilton, disappointment. Asher Roth, disappointment.
Corey within this class, within this class, we still have one classic album from Blue. We still have the best, like one of the best mixtape discographies like in history with Currency. And then Kid Cudi, I mean, his first two albums are good. So,
I mean, yeah, but like in 2009 when they did this, when they did this class.
Oh yeah, they did brand it as the future of hip hop.
Like this, if you were on blogs, like this was the future of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2009, they had every up and comer at that point, like. Cole dropped the warm up in what 2009 or was it 2000? Yeah, Cole dropped the warm up
2009.
2009. He wasn't on there. Drake wasn't on there. But you had all of the blog superstars in a lot of ways. The children of that backpack alternative hip hop wave from Lupe and Kanye, and majority of them was busts.
Man, but look at 07 though. Like 07 is.
But 07 wasn't really like
that was like
a test case. So
right.
Man, they got Saigon on there. That's automatically a loss.
I mean, yes, but you also have
and Papoose,
half a Slaughterhouse, Lupe, Young Dro.
Papoose and Saigon. That's enough right there to warn the L.
Come on, man. Papoose had the five
no,
boroughs.
Bro. When he got on, what was that?
One of
the worst verses I ever heard in my life. Like, how you get on this masterful beat and get off beat? You fucking
hey, relax. Papoose once got an edge up with a hat on in the barbershop. You don't want no problem with a nigga who will get his hair cut with a fitted on, bro. Like,
I don't want him on my songs either.
Let's relax. You gonna walk outside, he gonna be standing on the banister in your hotel.
What do you say? The steaks is high like the top shelf at the grocery store? Like, what do you
say? Who puts steaks on the top shelf in the grocery store? Who? Where do you shop at, Papu? Is that a New York thing?
There's so many better steaks is high bars out there. Like you can't like if you're gonna do a steaks, that's like the Life's a Bitch bar. Like if you gonna do it in a way we done heard enough of those.
Life's a bitch, but I'm still fucking them.
But yeah, 2007, like Rich Boy and Gorilla Zoe was kind of but you got half a Slaughterhouse, Lupe, Boosie, Dro, Plies. Like that's a pretty solid class.
No,
minus.
they class solid, but they got Saigon and Papoose, so that just.
But to me, that class wasn't really meant to be like a quote unquote freshman list. That like
What's
that was,
bringing it down is Joel Ortiz. Like,
hey,
clearly.
come on, man.
Like, okay, all right,
come on,
all
man.
right.
I know Joel got some horrible bars, but
I don't even know if you could call 09 a disappointment because of their influence of all the people that are coming behind them. Like, they pretty much shaped the mixtape blog era.
they did, but I mean, like with projections, like in 2007, I don't really think anybody thought Saigon or like that class is really not like that is not like a future superstar laden class.
When Saigon, like, was he the greatest story never told or some shit? Wasn't that supposed to be him? Man, on the internet in them rap chat rooms or whatever forums, people used to be like looking forward and bigging him up. Same with like
people thought Saigon
okay, so yeah, but he was like Jay Electronica because that dropped 4 years after. Like the greatest story never told dropped in 2011.
That's what I'm saying. Like the hype you attribute to 09, you can attribute to 07 too, because this is the beginning of the internet rap, and people were loving them nobodies of like Saigon and Pep. Like people really went to bat for them.
I mean, also I will say this about the 09 class. It's almost like when the beginning of hip hop, like its origins, when it went commercial and a lot of people got like raw deals because they went into places where people didn't know how to manage them, didn't know how to market them. In 09, it was similar to me. A lot of these dudes got caught up in situations that looked good financially, but it turned out to like just totally like ruin their career. Like Charles Hamilton did a lot to himself, I will say that. But somebody like Asher Roth, for instance. Like Asher Roth's career totally got derailed because I was like, okay, go be the white frat guy. And they totally ignored that like this dude was actually talented, he could rap. Same with Mickey Fax, same with Blue.
That's kind of Jay-Z's fault too, because Jay passed on him for Pittsburgh Slim.
Yeah, who is Pittsburgh Slim? Like I still don't know who Pittsburgh Slim is.
I have never heard.
And what a terrible name.
It's Wiz Khalifa. It should be his AKA.
When I first heard it, I was like, wait, was that Wiz? And I was like, no, that wasn't Wiz. So, and like, because I remember, like, I heard about Wiz on, like, I think it was like 05 or 06 on Hip Hop Game or All Hip Hop. One of those. Like, they was talking about Wiz. So, like, the reason I say 09 is because, like 7 of the 11 dudes on that list are legitimate busts.
But, bro, look at 12. Like, arguably, the only nigga on there is Make Future in French Montana, and I like Don Tripp.
Whoa. Like as the sole Danny Brown fan on here, like I don't think, like I really don't think y'all are connected to how big Danny Brown is.
No, like, Danny Brown's big in his lane.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't move the needle for me. That's why I said.
But he has his own distinct lane, and he's definitely big in that lane. Like Danny Brown is like huge, whether like even though like it may not be a like apparent if that's not your thing. Like Danny Brown is huge. He's actually probably one of the best freshmen like ever when it comes to this list, as far as like what he ended up becoming. Because at this point, like I actually think this was before or after Triple X, but anyway, he wasn't the Danny Brown he is today. Like, so he's big, but
I mean, not like kidding, legit bust. Future, solid career. Danny Brown, big in his lane. French Montana, pretty good career. He had a good career.
He had a good career. He has a good career.
Macklemore won a Grammy. Don Tripp, I don't know much about Don Tripp, so I can't speak on him. I know
he's big in his lane.
Exactly. Like he was never going to be like a star, but like to people who like mess with Don Tripp,
Machine Gun Kelly, victim of the Eminem hype. Hobson, Iggy,
terrible. Hobson is terrible.
But I mean, like even from that list, like there were some good careers carved out from that list. Like in my opinion, like and like Yellow Wolf was 11, so Machine Gun Kelly was. Like they thought they had the next wave of white rappers in like 11 and 12. Mm-hmm. That's why they was kind of pushing it.
Like reverse affirmative action or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one class that did turn out like, and I'm jumping ahead a bit, but one class Well, jumping backwards, I should say. One class that actually, I can't believe all these dudes came out of 1 year. The 2010 class.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had J. Cole, you had Peel, who derailed his own career, but Peel was really dope. Nipsey Hussle, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man, J Rock, Fat Sean, and Adonis. Like
Them last, y'all know
minus
what the
two,
last
3 guys.
is, but outside of them two and Bill, yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah.
solid. Cole's one of the what 3 biggest rappers in the world, give or take.
Exactly.
Nipsey, legend at this point. Gibbs, constant, solid albums. Smedium Sean.
Medium Sean.
The hate.
Hey man. Wiz Khalifa, OJ. Yeah. Well, I mean, OJ fell off. He had that one big hit.
I mean, he did make the trap say A for a while though, so you know. And then J Rock, just solid class.
The big brother of the TDE camp.
Yeah.
I mean, if we talking best though. Wait, before I say this, let me look at it. Oh, never mind. I saw one name on there that made me say absolutely not. I was gonna say 13, might have had the most, but I saw a logic on there.
I think the best might be 16. Because you can look at that list and you pretty much know every single one of those names off of there.
You say 15?
No, 16.
No, he said 16.
Getting ready to say, like, Rory, what the fuck happened to that nigga? Was dressing like Monkey D. Luffy. The fuck happened to that nigga?
15 might be the worst class. I looked at them and I'm like, yo, that's a trash class.
Yeah, 15 is trash.
You got Kid who was on Squad Up mixtape when we was in high school.
Dude, when this list dropped, people was like, Kid, like, he's not a freshman.
Man, that nigga is an 18-year-old freshman.
Like, god damn. Yeah, not 6 Uzi, Yachty, Kodak.
I mean, it's not particularly what I listen to, but all those dudes.
I mean,
okay, you got a point. Yeah,
there's not really a like
the only way you could say that bust is Designer, but did he really bust? Because that I Got Broads in Atlanta song was like a fucking.
I mean, yeah.
Hit.
The Designer is Anthony Bennett. He shouldn't have been drafted there in the first place.
So. Yeah, nah. That the only reason that song was big was because people thought it was Future.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Like if Young Metro, but at the start of Kanye's version of that shit, like that propelled him because niggas was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Let's see. 11's a pretty solid class. Mill, K.R.I.T, even though I hate that nigga Sci-Hi. Lil Twist, who faded into nothing. Yellow Wolf's Culture Vulture and racist ass.
Hey, Lil Twist got fucked over. He took a weed or like a drug charge for Justin Bieber, and that kind of fucked his career up.
What? Why are you taking drug charges for the Biebs?
They was cool. So he was like taking it.
Cool enough to take a weed charge for nobody?
No, it's not. Especially not Justin Bieber.
I don't want you to take care of my family for the rest of my life.
White privilege.
Well, that kind of fucked this shit up.
I mean, he was trash anyway. So
yeah.
Oh, he was most definitely trash. But
Fred the Godson, rest in peace. Mac Miller, rest in peace. YG, Lil B, Kendrick Lamar, Diggy Sim. I mean, that's a solid.
Okay. You know what? Like, if we want to go like just off impact alone, and not just so if you want to go off like basically. Because we do this when people talk about like the East and West, like who's the best. Like one might be top heavy, one might be better like top to bottom, but it's still about who has the better team. So to me, is now looking at this impact alone is easily 2011. Impact alone.
I mean, yeah, Mill, K.R.I.T, Sci-Hi is responsible for most of the bars by Kanye on Dark Twisted.
And then love him or hate him, it also has Lil B like a viral superstar. You got Kendrick, you got YG, you got Mac Miller, who is now like immortalized as a legend. You got K.R.I.T, you got Meek, yeah.
Man, but then you got like
Freddie Godson,
Lil Twist, the Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
I mean, well, so the thing with even though I totally dislike Yellow Wolf. He spawned a whole bunch of whole new wave of country rap niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like his impact in the country rap thing, and I only know this because of being cool with the dudes from Almost Kings. They tour with a lot of those cats, so he spawned a lot of country rap people. So even though I find that to be a negative impact, it's still impact nonetheless.
Yeah, that album that had Till the End on it, that really like that really like branched off into something different. And that's one of, like the most creative albums that came out the South in like the past like 10 years or whatever. Like even though
Yeah,
um
fuck that nigga.
yeah, I was about to say if Royce is so mad at you that he won't say why he's mad at you, then yeah, you probably did something
And you
wrong.
don't want a nigga that brandishes rocket launchers on YouTube that mad at you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just don't. But yeah, I mean, yeah, now YG kid and Diggy could have been something, but I think what fucked him up was when he was, I think it was at some BET Awards pre-show where this nigga was doing choreography while he was rapping. I was like, yeah, nah.
He could really rap though. That's
because Diggy could really rap. Yeah,
no, he could rap. But like I could tell, like he wanted to be more like Lupe, and they was trying to push him to be.
Yeah,
like,
they was trying to make him. Yeah,
they was trying to make him the Justin Bieber of hip hop, and it was like you got to figure out because these two lanes don't quite mix together.
Yeah, his early freestyles, like he was rapping over like shook ones and stuff, like just giving bars out. But I was like, nah, go be like this Biebs type guy.
Yeah,
which is crazy because JoJo wanted to be everything they were pushing Diggy to be. And I remember
Right.
JoJo was getting production from B.o.B that was producing on. I was like, why are you giving these beats to this trash ass JoJo Simmons? Oh, he's so terrible.
JoJo is terrible.
I mean, to be fair, at that point in time, nobody else was getting beats from B, so he probably had to.
Yeah,
probably paid to slang beats to the nephew of Def Jam's founder. Like B attached himself to a bad mainstream artist. Like it wasn't like what was you gonna do? Like once Button floundered, it was kind of like, well,
yeah.
Who I'm finna get these beats off to? And JoJo Simmons was the guy. Yeah, but nah, when I'm pretty sure it was a BT Awards pre-show, but he was like rapping one of his songs, and they had this nigga doing choreography. I was like, oh, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's done. Like hip hop was not prepared. Now, if you put a 15-year-old on stage at the BT Awards right now, rapping doing choreography, that shit'll probably take off.
Yeah, but we weren't ready for that.
Whenever he was doing that shit, hip hop still was not ready for that at all. So yeah, it's a damn shame because when I heard him rapping on the I'm Beaming remix with the All City Chess Club, I was like, oh, he wants to be Lupe. Mm-hmm. That's why his career ain't jiving the way it is because he wants to rap like Lupe, but they pushing him to be the preteen icon of hip hop, and them two things don't jive that well. Like you can't rap that well. You need to be more Lil Bow Wow and less Lupe Fiasco. At that point in his career. But yeah, it's 2014 had a chance to be good too.
Yeah, 2014 is a solid class.
Chance, Rich Homie, Isaiah Rashad, Ty Dolla $ign, Dirk, Gates, the bum ass nigga Troy Ave, Vic Mensa. I need a hip hop 30 for 30 on Vic Mensa.
Man,
we talked about this so often.
Man,
I need a hip hop 30 for 30 on Vic Mensa.
You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, this is where it began. Because look at who he is on the freshman list with. Chancellor Bennett. Like this is where it began. Him being in Chance's shadow.
I think it was that. What didn't he overdose or some shit? I think it was that. I think
he had a lot of issues, but man, Vic Mensa, like when I first heard Vic Mensa, he was like 14, 15, 16, and he was like in that I only reserved this for like a certain amount of people. Like he was in that rare category of like lyricism. I was like, this
young Vic Mensa raps like a mix between Common and Lupe.
Yeah, I was like, this dude rhyme schemes to be so young, like even like you could even hear some of it on Cocoa Butter Kisses, like when he'll rap a bar and then he'll drop a syllable off and pick that syllable up on the next bar. I was like, nah, this dude is like a next level rapper, but it somehow like just his artistry didn't really mesh. And yeah, he's a huge disappointment. He just dropped a song recently in his Butt Cheeks, but he
been doing that rock metal shit that
it's not working, man. It's like, not it, man.
Bro, nah, bro. And funny enough, Chance Chance felt right the fuck off too.
Yeah.
And I told niggas that unnatural push that he was getting, if he couldn't sustain it, and he just went.
14 had a lot of people fall off, like Rich Homie Quan, like he fell out with Thug, and that kind of derailed his fucking whole career.
Isaiah Rashad, for whatever reason, they dropped the album in 4 years. Ty Dolla $ign, the new Hook King, Dirk wasn't he on that song that Drake dropped today?
Yep.
Gates still got a solid following. I don't know who the fuck John Connor is.
John Connor is a nigga from. I feel like he's from New Jersey. Like, feel free to correct me on that, somebody. But yeah, I feel like he's from. Okay. But yeah, he was on. He was on like a lot of like Joel Ortiz and also.
Oh, no wonder, because I never listened to a Joel Ortiz.
And he was on like a lot of like those Duck Down niggas like tapes and.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Lil Bibby, the nigga whose voice does not match what the fuck he looks like at all.
It don't matter. You're a fucking gangster.
No, he is, but like the first, like, because I heard the Lil Bibby song, and then I was like, wait, ain't no way this. Then he started talking. I was like, oh,
hey, Lil Bibby, he rapped like a fucking thug, but he looked like Mike Bibby. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
Like, nigga, you look like Mike Bibby, but you got the deepest fucking voice.
He rap like he placed an order at the drive-thru or something. I don't like how he raps, man.
Like, and I thought it was just his rap voice, so I heard the nigga talk, and I was like,
"No, that's how he talks."
Oh, no, he really sounds like that. Like, he sounds like he used to smoke a pack of blacks a day.
No disrespect either. I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, no.
I don't want none of Lil Bibby. No.
I was just shocked at like, wait a minute. What? And who else was it at 20? And August out. Yeah, August Entanglement.
Mr. Entanglement himself.
Jaron Bitten. Who the fuck is that? This is my first time ever.
He was he sings and raps. He was on like a lot of. He used to be like on a lot of mixtapes.
He signed the Hop Sins label. No wonder I never heard of him.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Why'd you do that?
Well, he was signed to him in 2012. Apparently, he's with Rock Nation now.
That ain't
I feel like he like penned a lot of songs behind the scenes now.
It has to be something. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that class has a lot of mid in it too.
Yeah,
it's not worse than like 15 or 17.
15 is outright ass. I mean,
15 might be the one that's
might be the only nigga in that class that's any good.
Yeah,
like Fetty Wap out of here. Dej Loaf, I don't know where she been. Rory, that nigga, I wasn't knowing that nigga when I seen him dressed like
Rory. No, Rory was always trash. People, let's.
I heard people hyping him up, and then I saw him wearing
He's the next Andre 3000.
Saw him wearing that Luffy hat, and I wouldn't listen to one of his songs. Like, oh, this nigga is cheeks.
Nigga dressing like David Carradine on Kung Fu, and like nah, man. Rory is trash. Kid was 37 years old when he was on the freshman year.
He was 32 on the freshman list. OG Mako. I don't know what the fuck happened to that nigga.
Man, I promise he had a song that used to come on in the club when I was fresh out of high school. OG Mako, like a song about a phone or something.
I mean, he's only 28, so he'd have been fresh. He'd have been 12 when you I don't know about that one.
Then we got Shy Hot Dog on here.
Yeah. Shy Glizzy.
Hey, people love him though. Like he got a crazy following, and so do K Cam. Well, it's mostly females though that listen to them, but
K Cam actually makes pretty good music though.
Like, K Cam is actually decent. Yeah.
Like I actually like some of his songs, and then Vince Staples is the funniest nigga on the planet. But his music career hasn't been what it should be. But he still makes decent music. Tink and then Gold Link, who ever since he said that shit about Mac,
ever since he said that, I would have been the first one to tell you like, hey, Gold Link is dope. But after those comments, I'm like, nah, dude, nah.
Yeah, nah, because we as a group we reviewed his album, and I went back and looked at that review because I saw everybody talking about that. What's that fucking song that he had that was big with Shy Glizzy on it?
Oh, you talking about Crew?
Yeah, Crew. And everybody was like, man, this song hot. And I went back, I was like, did I like that song when I listened to that album? And I didn't. And I was like, oh, and then I went listen to it. I'm like, oh, it's the nigga singing. It's Brent Faiyaz. He the reason that niggas like this.
Oh, Crew fire, oh man.
The hook is fire.
Hey, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, Hefe, who you be?
Nah. If you just let that shit run on a loop with the hook, that song would still be just as fire if you took Bashful Hot Dog and
Bashful Hot Dog. Come on, fam.
that shit would still be just as good if you took them two niggas off of it. I blame Shy Glizzy for the fact that Glizzy is even a term right now. I respect that nigga over that. Got niggas walking. Yeah, nah. Bashful Hot Dog and Gold Link don't get no fucking credit for Crew. So yeah. Actually, 15 might be the worst class.
But 17 or 18 is
yeah. Fee, I was about to ask you this, because I know you like plugged into this more than I am. 18 to me, okay. I know Ski Mask, but from there we got Lil Pump, we got Smoke Perp, Jid is rare. I like Jid. We have Stefflon Dunn, Black Boy JB. I like Namir, Wi-Fi's Funeral, and Trippie Redd. To me, that's the worst class.
That's
exactly.
Like, YB in the mirror, he was just having a meltdown on Twitter because YB and Corday and whoever the other member is left, and Corday is clearly the best member.
Yeah, clearly is the best.
Clearly.
So he left, and he like, I got to do this YBN shit on my own. So I never heard no music from him, but I don't think Namir
and Namir is
Namir be getting fried by Birmingham.
No, I was just about to say Namir Birmingham card is revoked. So yeah, like he's nah.
I think Black Boy JB was the one who had that. He had that song with Drake in 18, and everybody was doing that fucking shoot. That's Black Boy JB. Trippie Redd, I only know about him because he was messing with Tiana Trump.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, Trippie Redd. Yeah, he from Ohio too, I believe.
Who the fuck is Wi-Fi's Funeral? Who are these niggas?
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah,
are these niggas? Who I don't know. Let these niggas rap.
I don't know people from 18. I'm pretty sure I probably know 19 and 20 class more than I know 18. But man, whew.
Oh yeah, Trippie Redd. Somebody said that nigga looked like a living STD.
He's extremely.
He looks wild, man. He looks wild.
Now that I look at it, 17 is the worst class simply because they got A Boogie. Sorry, I had to do it. Sorry.
PNB Rock, Playboy Cardi, Amine, Cap G, Kyle. Who the fuck is Kyle?
17 is straight just because like Playboy Cardi is known, A Boogie is pretty commercial, and I like PNB Rock. Like I think he makes decent.
Made in Thailand. What the fuck are these niggas? Trash name. Oh, and then they got that piece of garbage extension cord. May he rest in shit. Terrible ass nigga.
But
it's between 18 might be the worst class.
18's the worst class, man.
For the simple fact they got a nigga named Wi-Fi's Funeral, and I don't know, like nigga, that sounds like the name of somebody's Wi-Fi in their house. Like you pull up and be like, hey nigga, what's your Wi-Fi's Funeral? Like nigga,
like FBI surveillance van or something.
Yeah. 18 is trash just for that. Just because they got a nigga named Wi-Fi's Funeral.
Like 18 doesn't have like any redeeming
bum ass nigga. No, 18 has JID. That's it.
Okay. 18 has
18 has JID. That's it.
All right, 17 to 18 was rough, man. 17 to 18 was rough.
Yeah, them was too. Like I like 19's class. They got a lot of people I think will stick around for a while, but
I still don't know who the fuck Comethazine is.
He doesn't know who he is. Who is he? I mean,
Airwhack is dope. The baby was on a run, so he just started being.
Yeah, he just started. Yeah,
I don't know who the fuck Lil Mosey is. People talk well about Roddy Ricch. YB and Corday got bars. I don't know who the fuck YK Osiris is. I don't know who the fuck Rico Nasty is.
Rico Nasty is cool. Like it's not my thing, but she's cool.
According to Ron, is the worst dressed nigga on the planet.
Gunna is a terrible dresser. Gunna is terrible, man.
YK Osiris, he blew up off of Lil Duval. Shout out Lil Duval. He was begging Lil Duval. He's from Jacksonville to let him to sing for him. So he finally did it, and Lil Duval put it on his Instagram, and he blew up off of that shit from singing for Lil Duval. He had a pretty decent R&B album that came out last year, actually.
Oh, shouts to him. If he's R&B, I might actually listen to him. Blueface is might be the third worst rapper of all time.
Puts down Tatiana. Puts down Tatiana.
Like
that, puts down on the
I at least respect the fact that Blueface knows he's trash. Like I can respect a trash nigga that knows he's trash. Like I'll give you some props if you like, nigga, I'm whack. I'm not good at this. Like
I said on Twitter, I wish somebody would have given Blueface a D1 offer because he played quarterback in high school, so we would have never had to hear his music. Because he's seriously one of the worst rappers. Daylight said, if you want Blueface to rap on beat, you got to turn on the beat at 7:00, and then because by the time he start rapping,
like three worst.
He just inspired by Silk the Shocker. That's all.
I was gonna say the three worst rappers of all time might be Benzino, Blueface, and Silk the Shocker.
Oh man, the worst rappers.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like I don't know that you can name me a worse rapper than Benzino.
You can't.
Like I just don't feel like that's possible.
You
like,
can't. No,
Benzino is ass.
No, he's terrible.
I don't know that you can name me a worse rapper than Benzino, but Blueface and Silk the Shocker are up there. Like them niggas is up there. And I ain't even mad at Silk because at least Silk has some decent music.
Yeah.
That's just
even though he ruined that Maya song he was on.
Silk at least arguably has like a classic album. Arguably. Charge it to the game.
Let me hit it. Let me hit it.
Let me hit it.
Disgusting.
Say
disgusting. No, I'm about to say, like, a lot of rappers that are bad make good. Like Baby, I would get a Baby album because I know this is when Lil Wayne was in his prime, and when they got Drake, the Lil Wayne and Drake feature was gonna be fucking nuts on that CD. Like Fast Money is a fire album, and Baby is terrible. But
I mean, that is, I think I can't remember who was saying this the other day. It was like the one thing about the big timers is we knew both them niggas was trash, but the music was gonna be dope.
Yeah,
like neither one of them niggas could rap, but you knew the music was at least gonna be good because Mandy Fresh was gonna keep a fire beat, and Baby is somewhat entertaining. Like Baby is a trash rapper, but that nigga is at the very least entertaining.
Nah, he talked that like Baby. He talked rich nigga shit, and rich nigga shit can be inspiring. Like and Baby, don't let him talk on the track. Oh my god, we talk some Birdman Jr. on the Carter, bro. You just feel like you can go kill all type of shit after listening to this nigga talk.
I feel like the one talking that he kind of was that talking. I feel like that talking he had on Take Care wasn't that good. Like I feel like that was a bit of a letdown. But I ain't listened to Take Care.
Yeah, like what he did on like the Rich Game mixtape, for instance.
Yeah,
like on Da Vinci. Yeah.
Like I just need a rich nigga talking project from him, Puffy.
Yeah,
like, I don't even
between him and Diddy.
I just need like fire beats with them niggas just talking shit with a ton of reverb.
Because when I turned that Nipsey on and like Diddy was just making ad libs on there, I was like, okay, this is what I need.
Yeah. Like or like an underrated one. Like his verse was trash on this, but what you been drinking on one of them Jim Jones albums?
Oh yeah.
Come on, I'm gonna smack a motherfucker. I'm gonna smack him. And we didn't know that Diddy was really out here smacking motherfuckers.
He was really smacking them.
Yeah. He was really slapping niggas. It's like, yeah, Diddy get on the track talking about I'm gonna slap a motherfucker.
Oh, they call me young niggas.
Yeah, like I need a track of like amped up Diddy shit talking and Birdman and like just fuse them joints. Don't even let them know they on the album together, but just like get him some generic rapper parts rapping and then pull the rapper parts off, and it's just them niggas talking over beats for the entire. Like I feel like that'll get you hype enough to do anything. Real shit. All right, so what are y'all votes for? What's the best class? Actually, you know what? The best class might be the niggas that they left off.
Oh yeah, Pop Smoke was supposed to be on this one too, but he passed away. So RIP to him.
Like the the ones who didn't get an appearance, Nicki, Drake, ASAP Rocky, Young Thug, Party Next Door, Tory Lanez, I ain't gonna Benny the Butcher.
How you gonna leave off I Love McConan? Club going up on Tuesday. Come on, man.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Tuesday.
Hey, did we talk about 13's class? They had a decent class.
Yeah, I went to them, but actually, you know what they really did? I was just hating on Logic. But I mean, Logic is a successful rapper. I mean, Schoolboy Q.
Hey, man, I got to mention this because I like to keep it real. I like to give props. I was going through a YouTube rabbit hole, and one of the next videos was Logic's first single from his album, and I didn't hate it. I was like, oh, like he's like, okay, I don't hate it. What is this feeling? Logic dropped a song that I instantly didn't hate. So shout out to Logic for making a non-trash song.
I can honestly say I've never listened to a song of Logic.
I mean, you're not missing much. So
he has one verse that I like halfway like, and that was on Snow Allegra's album before her previous one that she dropped. It's called Sometimes. And I don't even know if it's the fact that I like him or the fact that Snow was so fire beforehand that I don't even think about Logic rapping after her. But I don't skip his verse when it comes on.
I think it's between, for me, probably 10, 11, and 16. Them was probably the three that I think are the best. I probably have to edge 10 just because I think 16 is so new and a lot of people from 10 are still relevant. So I think 16 will have to.
13 has a shot, but Kirk O'Banks fell off after Ghostface was talking shit to Action Bronson with Teddy Pendergrass in the background. That nigga's a cook now.
Trinidad James, his first mixtape when he had All Gold Everything, it actually was a good mixtape. Like I was pretty surprised. Like I fuck with that mixtape.
I mean, yeah, you take off Trinidad, Kirko, Dizzy Wright, Angel Hayes, like that's a pretty solid list. I mean, Action is a relevant person, but like I said, just musically, ever since Ghostface was
talk
to that nigga soul with Teddy Pendergrass singing in the background. You can't come back.
You hear the song? You hear the song?
When a nigga is talking shit to you with Teddy P in the background, you it is credible. Like if a nigga can make you feel afraid with R&B playing in the background, you can't come back from that. Like you fat motherfucker.
No, actually, Brunson said he knew it was real when he got pressed by and this is a real deep Wu-Tang reference. He said he got pressed by Papa Wu, the dude who be doing the skits on the Wu-Tang album. He said Papa Wu pressed him. It's like, nah, you can't be talking greasy about Ghostface.
You can't talk greasy about none of the Wu-Tang members. Like them niggas got so many affiliates that you don't know are affiliates. I mean, hey, listen. Second Bud reference on this. Bud was sitting on YouTube with a bag of ice over his fucking eye because that nigga talking about Method Man.
With fucking Mickey Fat sitting right next to the bed on the floor, just looking at this nigga like, damn.
That's wild.
Like, yeah, nah. Like like Raekwon was like, yeah, nah, bro, you're not about to talk reckless about meth. Like, that's just not what we do.
Nah.
So yeah, if I had to vote, I would probably say I'd probably give it to 11.
Yeah, see, I'm leaning 2010, just looking at it. But then again, see, like I know shut up, but no, like just what they were able to like capture with 2009's class, like even though it didn't pan out, like that still means something.
Definitely a moment.
Yeah,
I just think looking back on it, it's wild that whole blog era just didn't pan out.
Because it was the Wild West. I mean, it was like, it was crazy times.
Like B.o.B responded to Control and then played guitar at the end of it. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you
Hey
doing?
man, that nigga be talking about the Earth flat, bro. He gotta go.
Yeah,
Nah. Charles Hamilton just what the fuck happened to Charles Hamilton?
He got beat up by that girl on the internet, and after that, it was over for him.
Wait, what?
Oh man, you ain't. Oh yeah, he got beat up by this chick. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like it's like his ex-girlfriend, like she like beat him up. And
Oh,
then
stepdaughter of Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, he got his ass whooped. It was over for him.
All right.
And then
Yeah,
he unintentionally launched Kendrick's career as well. Like that's the first time I ever saw Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick was rapping at his show, wasn't he?
Yeah, Charles Hamilton used to like hop in the crowd and challenge anybody to a freestyle battle. Kendrick took the mic and he kept rapping, and the crowd and the audience was like hyping him up. Charles Hamilton, being the hater he is, he snatched the mic away because Kendrick was just giving bars out. But Charles Hamilton like snatched the mic away. It's like, no, you can't be doing this at my show.
Well, I mean, Asher dropped an album that is pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Corey Guns, he should have never signed to Young Money.
Currency dropped like 2 projects this year, maybe 3. I don't know. He dropped so much shit, it don't make no sense.
Currency's just prolific, man. He's just
that nigga just
he was just
he don't got no stats. He just drops music.
He just drove, I think, a Bentley and a Rolls Royce to Rick Ross' house to shoot a music video. Like, that seen that shit on Instagram. Like, look at this nigga.
That makes sense.
The definition of an underground legend, right there.
Absolutely. You can't take nothing away from Currency.
But man,
actually, because I said this back in like 2011. I was like, when are we going to start talking about Currency as like the king of New Orleans? I mean, and I know that sounds like a hot take, but his output,
it's not really one.
But it's not really, but his output over that amount of time, like how many misses do Currency like truly have, where he just like, I don't mess with this project at all. Like everything he drops is quality.
The only way he misses if he raps with a producer that you don't like, because you're gonna get the whole. Because normally he gets 6 or 7. He's like, I get 6 or 7 beats from a producer I like, so I can get off everything that I might want to say. He was like, I don't just get one beat from here or there, because you might have made this beat thinking about your homeboy, and I made this song about a bitch. So now we didn't get our shit off the way we're supposed to. So the only way he really misses is if he picks a producer that you just don't fuck with. But
yeah, man, his output is really unmatched. Like seriously,
it's certainly better than the guy niggas think of when they talk about New Orleans.
I mean, and he still lives there.
That could go a lot of different directions. Who you talking about, AJ? J Electron nigga.
Nah, not
he talking about Lil Wayne.
I'm talking about the F is for phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not a hot take to say Currency's discography is way better than Lil Wayne's. Like, that's not a hot take.
To me,
now the only person I would say that you can argue about Currency and the amount of music he puts out is Gucci Mane, because Gucci Mane puts out a lot of music and a lot of people love his music. So
because they love Gucci Mane though, and that's like because Gucci Mane he's gonna have like a high and a low and a high and a low.
Yeah, Currency is just really just like he's Mr. He's kind of like a.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Yeah, okay, that's a way better, because I was gonna say Tim Duncan, but I'm like that might be a little too high.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You
know what you're gonna get with him. He's gonna show up. He's gonna hit 300. He's gonna give you 23 home runs, 102 RBIs. He's gonna play 162 games. You plug him in. He's consistent. He's Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a quarterback that like fits that moniker, but that would be respectful to him.
He's like a Jim Kelly. Like he won't win the Super Bowl, but he's gonna take you there every year.
Man, I think Currency might have a bowl, but I think Pilot Talk 2 is.
I think the Pilot Talk trilogy is good enough for him, and that mixtape run he did in 08.
Yeah,
I feel like that's good enough for him to be like, all right,
So
he may not
at least get him one. Like he I was maybe like Peyton Manning, and I'm not like Currency to me is like a GOAT regular season quarterback, and he has like a couple times exceeded the bar. Like, oh shit, like this nigga really did this shit. So I don't know. He probably like Peyton Manning for me.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
good.
how about it?
That's good. It's a good comparison. I was really trying to think of a basketball player, but I couldn't. I couldn't think of one. Like a nigga that's just consistently consistent, but isn't like super all-star. No, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups.
Okay.
He Chauncey Billups. He may not give you an all-star game appearance, but he gonna come through in the postseason.
Okay, yeah. How about it?
Yeah, I give him Chauncey Billups. Mr. Consistent. Yeah, nah. Cause Lil Wayne is more T-Mac. Like his peak was high.
Lil Wayne got a title though. You can't give him T-Mac. You have to give him like.
I mean, T-Mac almost had a title.
Yeah,
man, almost. But Lil Wayne has carried a team to a title. Like, let's not like Lil Wayne is trash, but let's not remember when he was carrying Cash Money on his back, like hooks and everything. Like,
yeah, but see, then I mean that the closest comp to that is D Wade, because then LeBron would be Drake in this scenario.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad comparison, but we got to give, like, as much as we hate Lil Wayne post prime, we have to give him props for his prime, and like we can't diminish him.
But to me, his prime was so short, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't really winning in his prime, though. Man, like he got one off in his prime, but he ain't really winning his prime though.
Okay, you could like Paul Pierce because he played for a long time and he got one final.
Okay, all right. You know what?
Finals MVP.
You know what? That is a great comparison.
Exactly, because at the height of his career,
for a very long time, that is a very good comparison.
Or Kevin Garnett. I hate
because to me, when Paul Pierce was at his best, nobody was paying him attention. Like he got his ring basically at the twilight of his career, like when he was almost out the door. But when he was at his best, playing on those trash teams, nobody was paying him any attention.
Yeah, so that's like what I'm saying. Like when he was doing his thing on Cash Money, like especially lacing Birdman with hooks, like Father Like Son, the mixtape, the album, rapping with Khaled. Like he was carrying DJ Khaled for a while too, him and Rick Ross.
Another good comp he's kind of stayed on the same team, but another good comp might have been K.R.I.T. Had his career gone different.
Yeah,
a nigga who was dazzling, like that niggas fucked with, even though he was on a trash ass team. He won something when the big man came to him, and then afterwards but Kyrie still at least like we got to see the way his career go. But I like the Paul Pierce comp.
But let me interject with this because out of curiosity, I just wanted to look this up. Currency has 9 albums. He shot 63 music videos, 22 singles, 42 mixtapes, 10 collaborative albums, 21 EPs.
I was gonna say 9 albums sounded low. It's like 9 albums.
But you gotta think a couple of those are probably
When you said a collaborative, it made sense.
He got Amalgam when he was signed to them.
Yeah.
I think Warner. And maybe he might have been signed to Atlantic too, but I want to say Warner Bros.
These are his albums. This ain't a mixtape. Jet Files, which is with Amalgam, Pilot Talk 1 and 2, Weekend at Bernie's, Stone Immaculate, Pilot Talk 3, Canal Street Confidential, and then Back at Bernie's, which came out last December. Those are his 9 albums.
Yeah.
So and the collaborative points must be the ones where he's like with Harry Fraud and
yeah, right.
He got some, but I don't know if they count them as mixtapes because he got 2 with Wiz. He has 1 with Styles P. He has something with Burner. He has
another candidate for worst rapper. Like Burner is terrible.
Oh yeah, he has something with BG Son, Ty. Pretty sure he got something with Young Roddy. He got the Jet Life comp. Like he has a lot of fucking music. Like
collaborative albums: Covert Coupe with The Alchemist, Jet World Order with Jet Life, Muscle Car Chronicles with Sean O'Connell, Jet World Order 2 live in concert, Fetty, 2009, Gran Turismo, Fino Grigio, Plan of Attack, Prestige Worldwide, Tonight Show with Currency. Okay, yeah,
that didn't even include How Fly on there with him and Wiz.
All right.
Which could have been like if you want to, like, because mainstream rappers pretend that they don't look down to the underground, but How Fly came out and then Watch the Throne came out not too long after that.
Well, if there's one thing we do know about Jay and Kanye is Jay does pay attention to the underground, and Kanye steals from the underground. Mm-hmm. So that's not a shock there. Kanye loves stealing from niggas.
Oh yeah, he'll steal from nigga quick.
Like that is what he loves, nothing more.
Yeah, they stole what was that? Ham? They stole that from from Starlito. That nigga was pissed about it for some years.
I remember when that shit came out, that nigga Prolific, who used to produce for Lupe, he used to follow me on Twitter. That nigga like ended his whole career that night because he was talking shit about, I think he said something about No ID, and then he like went on a hiatus, and then that nigga came back talk about you can't just keep stealing from people. You can't just keep letting niggas go produce for you. And then that nigga account was just gone. And I was like,
oh wow.
Talking about No ID. Yeah.
Then they gave him that Marlo treatment, came put that nigga in the trunk. Walk him down the alley, never seen it.
like, yep, nope. You can't do that, brother.
Randy Wagstaff saying he in a vacant now. He a zombie.
Here's a. I mean, this ain't a hot take, but this is, you can trace back Kanye and Drake to No ID.
Oh yeah,
Drake got his wave stealing shit from No ID. I mean, from Kanye. Kanye got that shit from No ID.
Yeah.
Also, I just saw he sold his entire catalog to.
Yeah, he sold his publishing, which
Kanye.
Nah, No ID.
No ID.
Was he sold his entire publishing catalog to this company called Hypnostic, and that's based out of the UK. They ain't said what the price was, but they said the company's market cap went up by $1 billion just off the acquisition.
Because apparently, like Timbaland recently did so as well. Like maybe they know something I don't, but
I mean, when you start looking at like the way streaming is going. Like, okay, so for example, Google Music is set to shut down between October and December. And YouTube Music right now does not have a way for you to purchase music.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, digitally, your only options to purchase like commercial albums right now are Amazon and iTunes. If iTunes suddenly decides, well, we're not selling music either, and Amazon suddenly decides we're not selling music either,
well, yeah, I bet you better cash out. Yeah,
your publishing ain't worth a damn if you getting if every time an album gets streamed, you getting like a quarter of a cent.
The Dream did that shit. He sold his first 4 albums to
it's for them. I think a lot of artists now are just realizing like, oh, we're not getting anything for this anyway, and just saying fuck it and just letting these companies buy their publishing, because what good is IP if you're not making no money off the shit? And so if you see a way to do that, why not? Because I saw, I had to transfer my whole library because I've been using Google Music since it dropped in 2011. Like I love it. Like the fact that I can access my music anywhere. Mm-hmm. And so YouTube, I was looking and I was like, wait a minute, can I buy albums on YouTube Music? And
nope,
you cannot. Not right now. They claim they're going to fix that, but
nah, I don't see that.
Google
Music was a dope idea, but it's unfortunately it's
Google and their incessant desire to discard their own shit in favor of because YouTube Music should have never became a thing.
No,
like you should.
Also,
go ahead.
I was about to say also Google can't articulate their ideas. Like they poorly communicate their ideas. They have great products, but they don't know how to pitch it to the average consumer.
Yeah, Google Plus would be what everyone loves right now on the internet, because you can hide your posts from certain people. Like I would like Twitter slowly going to that feature where you can't reply unless they say you can. They'll probably do the quote tweet feature next, but Google Plus had that in what, 2011? 2012, something like that. Google Music comes out and it's, I don't have to download all of this music to my phone. I can upload it to a cloud and access it wherever I have an internet connection, and even download them for offline play. That shit was great. You could upload up to 50,000 songs, but because they wrote, and I said this, I was like, if Apple had came up with this idea, everyone would have loved it. But because of Google and they market shit poorly, they were like, yeah, nah, we're good.
Like Google Plus was everything that Zoom is now, like what they use for meetings. Like they could have easily
Hangouts.
Yeah, the Hangouts,
Yeah, they could have easily incorporated.
And they deaded Hangouts in favor of Duo, and no one gives a fuck about Duo.
Yeah, Duo is not it.
Yeah, it's just like you guys keep on having all these brilliant ideas, and rather than saying, hey, let's get some people to figure out how to help us market this, you kill the idea and like leave us stuck with. And I understand Leor Cohen's over and he's behind YouTube Music and he feels like that's what should be done. But it's like, dog, I'm not. My prediction is you're about to see a stark divide between big artists and everybody else. Like the middle class artist is about to be priced out of the industry.
I just seen who was that? It's the guy Russ, I think is his name, that owns like all his publishing, and I don't know if it was him, but he said in the interview, because Drake's deal is about to be up. If Drake was to go independent, he would just shut down the whole fucking music industry.
Yeah,
like
he killed it
for him.
Yeah, because he's the biggest artist there is. Like he creates so many jobs for people. But like Russ is a dickhead, but he's very, very smart. Like Russ
that's the thing. Like he should get a podcast. He should never make music again because he sucks. But when he is talking about the game, like he makes sense. And y'all bring up a good point. What if Drake signed with iTunes, signed with Apple Music?
I started bringing up this point with Chance a few years ago,
exactly.
And that's what I was about to say. You're about to start seeing, because the middle class artist is about to get priced out. You're about to have all these artists get the squeeze put on them because they can't do shows. And when people can do shows, the bigger artists are going to go out first. The smaller artists are going to have to wait to see what they can do because they're not going to be able to afford to gamble. So you're about to see a whole class of artists get priced out. So what's going to happen is you're going to have these big artists that can afford to stay signed with labels. And then you're going to have artists that can afford to stay indie and survive on their own because they have a cult enough following to be able to get money off of Bandcamp and to be able to make money off merch and be able to make money off a platform like Twitch. And then you're going to have artists that are going to start selling exclusive rights to their albums to the streaming companies. And that is where shit is going to get hairy because Chance was the first indie artist we saw do it, but it really started with who was the first one to do that? Was it Drake?
It was actually, I feel like it was actually Taylor Swift.
Or was it Drake? When did Compton come out?
I feel like it was actually, if you want to trace it back, Taylor Swift probably was the first.
Okay. Well, yeah, you started seeing these exclusive deals come out, and then labels started stepping in saying, nope, no more exclusives. And now I think what you're about to see, because apparently Spotify was apparently trying this. It was rumored a few years ago, but you're about to start seeing Spotify and Apple and YouTube and all these different companies with up and coming artists just be like, hey, we'll give you a $50,000 advance for the exclusive streamer rights to your album. And once you get rid of the ability to buy music, it's going to be a completely different game for artists. Like you're going to have to rely on, like, I would not be shocked if, like right now you can do this with Bandcamp, but I would not be shocked if a company like SoundCloud was like, okay, maybe we need to become the new digital store. Like maybe we need to like step in, but because there was a guy I follow on Twitter who was complaining about this the other day. He was like, man, I hate the fact that when I buy a vinyl, I don't get a digital download with it. Like I bought the album, give me the digital with it. And it's like, Amazon does that. Like when I buy vinyls from Amazon,
you get the auto rip.
Give me a digital rip of the album. I love that. But as these digital storefronts slowly go away, you're about to start seeing streaming services because they're already doing this with podcasts. Spotify got ahead of the game where they're just like, all right, we want exclusive rights to your podcast. But you're about to start seeing them start paying up and coming artists or just artists who need money. Like Chance said, he needed the money. And so he took that exclusive deal with iTunes. But I think this is going to be for the life of your album. And you might even start, because apparently Apple was looking at getting into publishing. I feel like that was a move to get towards this, to say, nope, hey, we'll buy your entire publishing from you. We'll buy your publishing rights, we'll buy the exclusive streaming rights to your music. And Apple got more cash than anybody, so they're gonna win this game.
I think Twitch will be in a position too, because Twitch gives gamers like big gamers 7-figure deals, especially when Mixer shut down. Like there was bidding wars for like Ninja for him to come over to Twitch or him to go on Facebook, and don't be surprised if Facebook don't get into the mix too for music, because they pay people a lot of money to stream anything on their app. So
yeah, it's about to be a war of epic proportions. And I said 3 years ago when Chance was blowing up, and I'll say it now. Everybody wanted the death of the record label, and the record label is probably about to die. And what's coming over the mountain is probably going to be a whole lot worse than what the record label was, because record labels wanted to control how the music sounds. It's about to be a war of where you can hear music. You're not even about to be able to listen to music the way you want it to. And all of this because labels couldn't control when niggas was dropping mixtapes on the internet.
Same, and AJ, you're going through these pains right now because I just saw that DC Universe is shutting down. Similar what's happening to TV shows right now. You can only watch TV shows on a certain streaming service. That is what's about to happen with your music. Like if you want to listen to this rapper, you gotta listen to him on Spotify. You want to listen to this rapper, you gotta listen to him on Apple, on Tidal. That is coming. That's coming real soon.
Very soon. It's coming. RIP DC Universe. Young Justice rewatch next week. I'll hashtag it.
Hey, somebody shoot me a login for HBO Max so I can watch like the final season of a show I really like watching, but it's behind a paywall and I'm not paying for it. So if you have, y'all want to watch, it's called Search Party. But if y'all got HBO Max, shoot me your login. I'm so serious.
You just broke up, dog.
Oh, okay. I probably broke up because I didn't need to say that out loud anyway. But I was like, shoot me your HBO Max login, and I'm serious right now. So somebody put that out there.
Can y'all niggas hear me?
Yeah, I can.
No, you froze. Yeah, you're frozen.
Because y'all are both flickering in and out. I'm about to leave the studio and come.
Okay, you're good now, but you're the one who was froze. Yeah.
They're blaming us.
Yeah, look at him.
I'm about to leave the studio and come back.
No, you good now.
No, you good. Are you just being really still right? Okay, nah, never mind. I was about to say, are you being really still right now, or AJ, say something?
I told this man 3 times that you good right now.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna leave the studio. I'm shutting down the studio.
That's why the band albums suck. They studios getting shut down every 3 days.
I mean, if I was an artist, I would just make my music myself and sell it on my own website.
Yeah. There was I can't think of the name of this site, but it was basically like a it basically does what like Rap Caviar on Spotify does. You could create a you could curate a playlist for like indie artists, and then like people could go in and listen to the playlist, and that's how you discover like new artists in like certain cities. Because I put a playlist together, and I put like Club Monster and some other like local artists on there. It was cool, but I have no idea what happened to that website. I can't even think of the name, but something like that needs to, because like I feel like there needs to be like a new stand-in for like what Bandcamp used to be or what SoundCloud used to be.
Yeah, or I mean, rappers should just have that. You should have your own website anyway. Like in this day. And if you can't get in with get a big advance for like Apple or somebody, you should just put your album or your mixtape or whatever on your website, so people can only listen to it off there. And then whatever merch you have, that will increase the flow that's coming to your website, and you're sure to make money off of that.
Like this is a crazy example because they're like one of the most popular bands in the world. But when Radiohead dropped one of their albums, they put the album on there, and then they put a pay whatever you want model. So you could pay anywhere from $1 to $100, And surprisingly, I mean, once again, this is Radiohead. Surprisingly, people were paying like $100 for the album, like directly.
Yeah, that was like when Nipsey dropped Mailbox Money. I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
for the album. Like he was so far ahead of his time. Like I think he would flourish in this in this era, getting rid of the record labels.
Yeah, because he was one of the first people to be on the front end of that, basically giving you merch as you buy the album. Hold on, I think AJ just put something in the group. Hold on. He said, I don't know what just happened. So with this said, I guess that concludes this episode. Yeah, AJ can't get back in. So yeah, I think we'll just stop it right here. So programming notes. This Sunday, Lovecraft Country premieres on HBO. Immediately following that, we'll be doing a recap show on last week's episode is coming back. Our recap show immediately after that. If you watch the Election 2020 miniseries, we're switching from Wednesdays to Thursdays, still around the same time, 4:30 to 5 Central. We'll always drop the link. Subscribe to the YouTube page so you can make sure to watch that. And subscribe to thekidswearcrowns.com. Buy some merch as usual. And AJ, I was just wrapping up, man. But welcome back.
Dog, I don't know what the fuck happened to my internet.
Yeah.
Like I looked up, it said the Twitch broadcast was over with. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Sorry,
yeah. But no, it's all good. I think that's
Fucking
a good place to wrap. That's a good place to wrap up. But and also I wanted to mention this too. Whenever the boys premiere, we're going to do a cross. I feel like we should do the crossover. I feel like I mentioned this, the crossover between DeAndre podcast and us.
I'm still mad that shit going weekly.
Nah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Nah, man, because I watched the Umbrella Academy in one day. I need to be able to watch the boys in one day. I watched the boys season 1 in one day.
True, but nah, it's perfect because like I said, they're gonna have the monopoly on the fall. They go because nothing else is competing with them right now.
Fee, did you watch the first season of the boys?
Yeah, I did.
You watched Umbrella Academy yet?
I can't get past the second episode. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, you did.
Get through that because no season like I say, Umbrella Academy season 1. No season. Okay, season 1 is fire, but season 2 is like a whole different beast to me. It's something totally different. Season 2 is fire.
I put one of my coworkers on it. She texted me. It was like, "Oh my God, you're 5." I was like, "Yes, I am."
Yeah.
5 is me. He is I, and I am him. And one of the characters acts just like Roach. Fee. It's a dude though, but anyways, yeah, it's been politics as usual. Episode 29 is are we doing an after party tonight? I might not.
No after party tonight. We'll bring that back probably when Ryan is free. So I feel like Ryan will be back to his normal duties maybe next week or week after. So the after party is coming soon. So stay tuned. But that's all we got for today.
All right, yeah, and follow us on Twitch.
Please follow us on Twitch. Please.
So we can get off YouTube.
Please.
Other than that, peace.